good times in Prague came to an end, and my mother and aunt headed back to Canada. Backpack with Brock found himself flying solo again, and decided to make his way to Berlin, Germany. Right off the top, I was greeted by some music on the metro. I instantly fell in love with Berlin, and although I was feeling pretty worn out, I decided to kick things off with a history of the Third Reich bike tour. I would be joined by my newest comrades, Brandon,
Hello.
Justin,
What?
and Micah.
Guten Tag.
Do your funny face.
Hi, I'm actually American, not Australian. There we go.
Look at this church.
Great.
It was basically a battlefield in 1932 to try and appease.
Our guide was the best. He knew so much about the Third Reich and Nazi Germany and took us throughout the city on our bicycles.
The Reichstag fire of 1933 turns this building into a smouldering gutted shell. And the Nazis, again, they see this as an opportunity.
Our stops included iconic squares, the Jewish Memorial, the Gay Memorial, important buildings, and a lot of statues. Because the material was pretty heavy, a lady on our tour asked Mike and I to sing her some songs, and we gladly obliged.
Are alive with the sound of music. For 1,000 years.
Carrying on, we stopped at a train station that had seen better days, and our guide intelligently informed us of all the gory details.
And there is a bit of bug history inside as well. And I don't know if I'd recommend it straight away. If you've got better things to do, then do that.
We also stopped at the Tax Building, which was once a major Nazi headquarters, found many buildings full of bullet holes, and finished things off at Hitler's bunker.
Right underneath me, you probably wouldn't, well, you wouldn't know, unless someone told you, is Hitler's bunker. It's 10 meters below this ground, and it went from that building there, it was really big, to that building over there, to that building over there, and to that fence right there. It was huge. It's where he took his life at the end. Kind of a sad way to go, down underground in a bunker. Then they burnt him. I didn't know that. They burnt him, buried him, and then he was dug up like tons of times. And then they said that they crushed him and put him down a river. It sucks.
As the grand tour wrapped up, I said farewell to my trusty bicycle, Mary Poppins, then made my way back to the Jewish Memorial. The memorial is meant to resemble a maze, which symbolizes the experience of many families as they found themselves lost and separated from each other throughout the Holocaust. From the memorial, I went to the Museum of Terror, where I learned more about Nazi Germany and the days of Hitler. Next, I visited the infamous Checkpoint Charlie and the Berlin Wall, where the artwork and murals were extraordinary. I decided to follow a line of bricks, which marked where the Berlin Wall once stood through the years of 1961 and 1989. Walking for quite some time, it eventually led me to a festival in the street.
In Berlin, enjoying a wonderful festival. A circus festival, I think. Enjoying beer with the lovely Leanne. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
It is good to be alive. Really good to be alive. And Berlin rocks.
Together we had a great time watching a juggler, someone bungee jump off a building, kids on these funky moving horses, witnessed a very strange and creepy performance that we could not figure out. Laughed at children in these floating balls. And as always, finished things off with some good old live music. Berlin, Germany was a success. Next time on Backpack with Brock. We're off to Copenhagen, Denmark, where things get a little damp.